I know you're here in town partially asking people for money, which seems like you should stop doing. You're only here another 2 years. Who cares?
It is not for me.
I know it's not for you. Even more reason not to do it.
You know, we got to keep folks going. You know, there's going to be another election, and the main purpose really is just to make sure that people turn out. I mean, the last election we had about a third of eligible voters voting, and you know, just trying to work harder to figure out how we can get people engaged.
We had an election here in L.A. last week, I think, and something like 8% of the registered voters voted in it.
Well, and I talked about this this weekend at Selma. You know, you have folks who risk their lives to make sure we all have the right to vote. And we give away our power all the time. And, you know, everybody's so frustrated with Washington, including yours truly.
We're also very busy with Facebook. You have to, I mean, that's...
But the point is that the reason Washington does not work is because two-thirds of us who should be active aren't active, and as a consequence, special interests and big money ends up, you know, moving a lot of the agenda and driving gridlock. And so,
speaking of money, you have a student aid bill of rights. That's something you're very passionate about, because it wasn't so long ago that you were still paying off student loans.
Absolutely. And look, I was in Georgia Tech earlier this week and talked to a big crowd of students about this. And I suspect there's some folks in the audience who are concerned about this as well. We have... everybody understands that the economy is now based on your skills, your knowledge, and the reason America ended up becoming the economic superpower that we did was because we were the first to have universal public high schools, and we had the GI Bill, and so we had the best trained workforce, and young people understand that. The problem is it's also becoming more and more expensive, and so what we've said is, in addition to the work we've already done to make student loans cheaper, to expand Pell Grants, to set up a repayment program so that young people who want to go into teaching or some other helping profession aren't priced out of it because they've got to pay off student loans. There are other things that we could do to lower costs, and we're asking people to sign up for what we're calling a Student Aid Bill of Rights, to take a series of steps, colleges, state legislators, Congress, all to work to make sure that college is more affordable. And one of the things we're doing is proposing the first 2 years of community college should be free for everybody, because it should be just like high school.
And we can do it. Does this include people who have existing student loans?
Well, one of the things that we're doing there is to try to help them refinance, because a lot of them take out loans, let's say 15 years ago when interest rates were a lot higher. And the same way that you should be able to refinance your mortgage and lower your costs, you should be able to do that with student loans. And right now, a lot of student loans don't allow, a lot of the rules don't allow you to refinance.
Wow, I did not know that.
There you go. See, hang around me, you'll learn something.
But you won't let me hang around you because you have all these Secret Service guys all the time. I can be very annoying.
We'll have to pat you down periodically.
Have you, oh, well, that's nice. Have you seen the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Well, I was talking to Sean backstage, and he's a year older than me, so we're basically, you know, the same generation.
Mm-hmm. And did you see him?
I did, and I thought he looked better blonde. That's a classic. I lived it, man. I didn't just see it.
We're going to Austin, Texas next week for South by Southwest.
Austin is a great town.
It is
one of the best towns.
I agree with you.
Great music, great food, great people.
So Kanye West is going to be on our show on Friday next week.
That's
and
right.
He was quoted yesterday. He said, this is a quote, he said, "I understand I'm a servant with my voice, with my ability to build relationships with amazing people, speak to amazing people, call Elon Musk out of the blue, or call Obama out of the blue." And then he says, Obama calls the home phone, by the way. Are you talking to, are you having conversations?
I've met Kanye twice. The first time when I was a senator, and he was with his mom, and he had just gotten big. He's from Chicago,
right?
So they wanted to meet, and you know, he was very soft-spoken, very gracious.
That sounds like him.
I mean, he was a young guy and hadn't quite, come into his own. And then about 6 months ago, he came to an event, and look, I love his music. He's incredibly creative. I don't think I've got his home number.
You don't have his home number. All right. Well, I'd love to put the two of you together.
I do love his music. It's terrific.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Good luck with your fundraising. President Barack Obama.